Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Theodosia, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, you know the vibes. Anyway, so today I decided to do this video because I've been getting loads of questions about Mauritius, different questions entirely about Mauritius, but I'm going to be doing like a top 10 questions or top 11 questions based on the time that we have right now. I think I started getting loads of questions because I wasn't expecting about Mauritius. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you check it out. I'm going to put it up here. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. To start it off, I'm actually, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone because I had to take notes of some of the questions I have been asked over a couple of weeks right now. Some people actually DM me on Instagram. If you actually have more questions to ask me, feel free, send me a DM on Instagram. When I see it, I will definitely reply you. So the first question is studying in Mauritius schools. Yes, there are schools. I'm studying in Mauritius. There are loads and loads of very good schools in Mauritius. If it's your undergrad, if it's postgraduate, if it's MBA, that kind of thing, there are loads of international schools in Mauritius, and all you need to do is just go to Google, search for schools in Mauritius depending on what you are looking for, and then you would get them. Okay, so another person also asked me, I've been getting loads of questions about how much is rent in Mauritius, the cost of living in Mauritius. If you haven't seen my other videos, I have 2 or 3 videos showing the different types of houses you can get in Mauritius, how much they cost, how many rooms, etc, etc. Make sure you check that out. I'm also going to link it up below and in the description box, so make sure you check it out. Please guys, make sure you watch these videos before you ask those questions. Okay, the other one is advice on how to apply for schools in Mauritius. I mean, there are loads of schools here, like I just said, in Mauritius. There are loads of international schools with like world recognition, so you don't really need to find. Once you search for schools in Mauritius, a list would obviously pop out. You can also check if those schools are accredited and the recognition they have. You can also look for schools with ranks, like, okay, this is the name of the school, XYZ University, what is their top ranking worldwide, or what's their ranking in Africa, or what's their ranking in, let's say, UK or America, that kind of thing. Those are, you don't want to go to a school where if you end up traveling to another country, the degree might not be needed or might not be relevant, if you get what I'm trying to say. So make sure you search for those things. Those informations are there, and most of the schools have their websites available, and the information you are looking for is on their website. Tuition fee, what kind of courses they offer, and things like that. So yeah, another person asked me a question that I don't really get often, right? Are the schools here good for international students? Yes, they are, and I will say that because lots of students here come from other countries. So you have students from Tanzania, Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, a lot of African countries, South Africa. I think I met someone from Ghana as well, and so many other countries around the world. So you wouldn't really feel like you are left out, because they also have like lots of Africans coming here and lots of other students coming here. So it's a mix of everything basically. So you wouldn't feel left out if you're coming from another African country, feeling like, okay, you might be left out because of the cultural differences and things like that. You wouldn't really feel that. Another person asked me this question, which is related to the last question I just answered, is, are there many foreigners as students? Yes, there are many foreigners as students, and that's because they have loads of schools here. I don't think people know there are lots of schools. I feel like they just, focus on one or two schools, which I would not mention. They just focus on one or two schools here in Mauritius, but there are loads of other schools. The thing is, those other schools may not be as big as these other schools that a lot of people go to, but there are loads of schools here, and then because of that, you would find that there are lots of foreigners as students in Mauritius. And for those of you that are asking for relocation and relocation video, the only hint I would drop here is that one of the easiest ways to relocate to Mauritius is coming to Mauritius as a student. The driving style in Mauritius, I don't know why this question even popped up in the first place, but they drive on the right side in Mauritius. And another person asked me, is it easy to get a car? Yes, it is easy to rent a car, but it might be a bit expensive. So I know you could rent a car for a month ranging from 15,000 rupees to 18,000 rupees to 26,000 rupees, depending on the kind of car you want to rent. You could also rent a car for short term, say 1 week, 2 weeks, or a day or 2 days, depending on what you want to use the car for. You could also buy a car here. If you're looking to buy a car, you could also buy a car here in Mauritius. Depends on the kind of car you want to buy, depends on the year, you obviously would know that if you would want to buy a car. So yeah, it's easy for you to buy a car here. It's also easy for you to rent a car. As if you haven't watched my video again on things I do not like about Mauritius, please make sure you watch it. I said in that video that transportation is a bit off because moving around, you either need to take a bus or a cab or rent a car. I feel like maybe that's where that question came from. But then if you don't have money to rent a car, you can always use the bus. Question is, someone said, can I be studying and working for upkeep? Yes, you can. So when you come in as a student, I'm sure, I don't know what exactly it is right now, but when you come in as a student, they give when you come in as a student, they give you a specific amount of hours you are supposed to work per week. So it could be 21 or 22 hours, between 20 to 22 hours per week for a student here in Mauritius. So yes, you can be studying and be working. You can be studying and be working as a student here in Mauritius. The only thing is you will not be able to work full time because you are also studying, and your school also demands certain hours from you within the week. You wouldn't be able to do it like a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday because you have classes within the week, if that makes any sense. So someone here is asking about visa stroke relocation. I feel like I'm going to do a specific video on visa and relocation. I have to sit down and give you the facts, so make sure you watch out for that video. That video is coming real soon. Now, one person asked me what's the average salary for students for a student that is working, and what kind of job is available for students. Thank you. Funny thing is, I didn't even put a Q&A. These people are just asking me these questions based on the videos I have been putting out recently on YouTube. So the average salary for students, please, if you're in Mauritius, make sure you put a comment in the comment section so that other people can know your view. This is my view based on what I know anyways. Average salary for student would be ranging so the thing is, the EDB basically has a stipulated amount that students are supposed to be making, which is like the highest that a student is supposed to be making. That's a person with a student visa. between 9 to 12,000 rupees, and if you convert it, let's say 90 to 120,000 naira. Please, if you're in Mauritius, let me know if I am correct, because that's what I found on the internet. But sometimes I know, based on your negotiation with the company you want to work for, you can get a higher amount or you could get a lower amount. People have also been asking me, this is not the list, but people have also been asking me the types of jobs you will be able to get based on the high, in quotes, that I've been trying to say, that there is a high cost of living in Mauritius, and people are worried about how they will be able to fend for themselves and probably their family if they're coming here with their family. So basically, if you're coming here, let's just say you're coming in as a student, right? Because I feel like it's mostly people who are coming to school that ask me this question. So if you're coming here, you would be able to get minimum wage jobs, which will be maybe working in a restaurant, working somewhere, probably doing menial jobs, which will not be like your regular white collar jobs, if I'm trying to make any sense, right? On your qualification and experience, you could also look for a white collar job in certain. Now the thing about Mauritius is that you'll be able to get a job faster in certain sectors than other sectors. Say for example, IT is diverse. It's not say for HR you would need probably to speak French or Creole, which would mean that you would need to communicate with other people. So if you don't know how to speak these languages, it will be difficult for you. So for IT, you might not necessarily need to be able to speak the language, but if you are skilled and you have experience, you'll be able to get a job faster in certain sectors than in other sectors. Okay, I think I've explained that well. If you feel like I didn't explain that well and you feel like you need to drop 1 or 2 pointers, please drop those pointers in the comment section. Yes, so I think these are all the questions I have so far. Other questions, like I said earlier, I've answered in my DM on Instagram. Feel free to DM me on Instagram, but please, if you ask me questions I've already answered or vague questions, I will not answer you. But please make sure you ask me questions in the comment section, and I will always reply you. If you find this video helpful, please make sure you share, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. And if you also know someone who is interested in these details I just gave about Mauritius, make sure you share to them as well. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, my name is Theodosia, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.